Israel language, speaks Hebrew, but not just the language, but also the culture, is really something that is absolutely invaluable. The second thing that I find that many property owners are looking for is that they're looking for someone who really knows what they're doing. To have someone that's professional, that deals with all of these same issues day in and day out, can tell just from a quick phone call from a tenant of my water is not turning on, to know not to immediately send a plumber and to give them 5 different things to first check, or send me photos, send me videos, first protecting the owner, making sure that you're not just throwing money away for no good reason, to make sure that everything, first of all, is just running properly before we start pulling in like the big guns. And that's important, to have someone who really deals with the same issues day in and day out. That's something that's truly invaluable. And something also that we mentioned here is just tenant relations. I sometimes have owners that come to me and tell me, like, if I'm renting out my apartment, I only want someone who's like me, who's Anglo. And I find that to be very limiting. Because there are many families that are not Anglo, that are Israeli, and that they are lovely, wonderful tenants who will take such good care of your apartment. And to say, I only want Anglos, that's really limiting. And sometimes people are scared of that because they say, like, oh, what am I going to do? But that's what we're here for. We're here to keep your options open, and we're here to protect your best interests. That brings me to our next point, to know who to trust. Our interests are your interests. When your apartment is well maintained, that means that my job is easier. I have a very strong interest in making sure that my owners' apartments are well taken care of, that small issues are resolved before they snowball into something that can be really problematic. I want your tenants to like me because I want them to cooperate with me if there's ever an issue. We have had cases where tenants have blindly let us into their apartment while they were overseas on vacation, because suddenly an issue came up and they know we have a spare key. And because we have that good relationship that we invest a lot in, they know that they can trust us and they're okay with us going in with their permission, in order to bring in professionals to quickly resolve issues so that they don't snowball. We really truly care about every single property that we manage. We care about every single owner. I speak to many of my owners. I would say probably once a week, twice a week. I speak to them very often. I know what's going on in their lives. I know their names of their kids. It's things that I really care about, because I truly believe that when I know you and you know me, together we can work to really make sure that everyone's interests are well protected. And that's just the key to making sure that everything runs smoothly.